Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in to my super chat. Well, first of all, to Eric H526 and Luke St. Martin, thank you very, very much, the two best moderators in all of YouTube. I have a question for everyone here. How on earth is Biden going to win the election if he's doing worse among black and Latino voters, worse? And to my super chat, thank you very, very much. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people who want to get money out of politics, so I do appreciate your support. I want to know how he's going to even get close enough to cheat, which is what they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016, and which is what they're known to do, especially with Bernie in 2020 in Iowa. See, I can actually bring this up, and I'm free to bring this up because I'm voting for President Trump because I support the president. If you're on the left, you can't bring up things like, oh, an app in Iowa just coincidentally, miraculously linked to Clinton campaign officials. That's bizarre. She'll eventually replace Biden. You watch. They can't possibly be going with Biden. He put a lid on his campaign today, but you go Telemundo, debate, poll. Then you have the racism from the Democratic Party in the Washington Post. You have Newsweek, 66% of Spanish-speaking Americans in Telemundo Twitter poll think Trump just won the presidential debate. In the Washington Post, reliable polls show that Biden won the debate. Reliable, like the ones that said Clinton is going to win Texas, or could come close in Texas or Arizona or North Carolina. They're the reliable polls that said Trump wouldn't win Wisconsin or Michigan or Pennsylvania. Those were reliable polls. They're reliable polls. These are scientific polls. If these polls were based on anything to do with science, we'd all be floating around. There would be no gravity. We'd be floating around like we're on the moon. The laws of physics would be erased. Reliable polls. Washington Post. Reliable polls show that Biden won the debate. Well, I'd rather have a Telemundo poll. I'd much rather have a Spanish-speaking Americans in Telemundo. 66% of Spanish-speaking Americans in Telemundo poll say that Trump won the debate. Much rather have that poll. Much rather. And then you have more Hispanic and Latino support for President Trump. More. And so I want to know how Democrats think they're going to win with Tales from the Crypt, who has zero enthusiasm. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, his support among the left, whatever semblance of support that he had, is now pretty much non-existent. I can tell you this as somebody who used to be on the left. It is pretty much non-existent now. You have absolutely, positively zero. And when I say zero enthusiasm, you have zero enthusiasm for Botox B, the exhumed body. Zero enthusiasm. They are going to lose in such a miserable, in such a profound and biblical and pathetic fashion on November 3rd. It is 1 month away. 1 month away. The biggest part of the H.A. Goodman prophecy is that President Trump will go 8 years, which he will. I will have called 2 straight elections, when every single major reliable poll said that Trump would lose each election. I want to know how you can win without Latino and Hispanic support. I want to know how you can win as a Democrat without African American and black support. The same support that Clinton had, because more African American and black voters are going to vote for President Trump. There's a fantastic YouTube segment by Gary Lamb when he had a message to Tim Pool talking about his support as an African-American voter for President Trump. 961,000 views. This is a man who works extremely hard every day. He's in the trucking industry. He has to transport, hundreds of pounds of products every single day. Works very hard. Voting for President Trump. Talking about how Trump and the Trump economy was just, absolutely a godsend, heaven sent. Lisa Lister! Oh my goodness, Lisa Lister, thank you so very much. Lisa, I'm flabbergasted, and I just want to thank you. Like I said, Lisa, first of all, thank you, Lisa. Lisa Lister, thank you. I don't know what to say. My goodness, Lisa, thank you so very, very much. I don't know what to say. If I could do anything else extra on this channel, take off my shirt, but then I'd frighten people, so I don't want to do that. Lisa Lister, thank you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so very, very, very much. Lisa Lister, my God. Thank you so much. I don't have, and Lisa and everybody here, I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding. I don't have political action committees that funnel money from one PAC to another, but I do have Lisa Lister, and I have a whole bunch of amazing people. Samuel, a bunch of a whole amazing people. Lisa, thank you very, very, very much. Like I said, I would try to do more on this channel, but I could imagine things that I could do, but I'd frighten people. So, Lisa Lister, thank you. Simon! Tales from the Sniffed. Tales from the Sniffed. Game over, man, game over. Robert, hello. Lisa, I don't want to scare anyone by taking off my shirt. I might take off my beanie. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you so very much, Lisa. So greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Lisa. Lisa Lister, thank you. I want to know, and by the way, subscribe to Gary Lamb, everyone. This is a man who talked about the Trump economy. There was record low black and Latino unemployment, record low national unemployment. I want to know how you're going to blame Trump for the pandemic recession. God bless you, Lisa. Exactly. Simon Hathaway Spurlock. God bless you. God bless you, Simon. God bless you, Lisa Lister. Thank you. I want to know, Luke, thank you. Eric H526. I want to know how you're going to win without Latino and Hispanic voters. I also want to know how you're going to win talking about Trump's personality. This is about a message to voters. You need to have a specific message, which is, if you vote for me, your pocketbook will increase. You will have, well, first of all, subscribe everyone to Gary Lamb. Lisa, thank you again. I can't thank you enough, Lisa. I can't thank you enough, Lisa. Thank you. I want to know how you're going to win if you're a Democrat and you're Biden, which is absurd because there's no way they're going with Biden. Because they go with Biden, and it's pretty much curtains. It's curtains not only for the Democratic Party, but it's also curtains for all the people who set up and framed Trump. So I don't see that happening, and the switcheroo can happen anytime. Lisa, thank you. You are absolutely wonderful, Lisa Lister. You are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Quinn Smith, Joe has no game. It's true. It's true. He has no game. Oh, Jesus. What did I just do? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Hold on one second. Okay. You press something, I swear to God, Quinn, Lisa, you press... Okay. Oh, my God. Eric and Luke, I almost added... I almost added a moderator that I didn't want to add. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ah, Luke and Eric. Okay, it's just you. Oh, Luke and Eric. Oh, I almost added another moderator. Ah. I almost added another moderator when I didn't want to add another. I wanted to do the opposite. Oh my God. That was frightening. That was frightening. Thank you, Luke, by the way. Oh my God. Let me just regain my composure. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Luke, and let me know if there's another moderator ever added by accident. This channel actually had like 4 to 5 moderators at one point, but Luke and Eric have been here since day one, so oh my God. All right. So Quinn, thank you. Lisa, I can't thank you enough, Lisa. I cannot thank you enough. I would rather have the Telemundo poll because I know it's not completely I would rather have a Telemundo poll on Twitter of Spanish-speaking individuals, Latino, Hispanic individuals. I'm telling you, Latinos and Hispanic voters, African-American and Black voters, Asian-American voters are going to give President Trump the election. I am telling you. The intelligentsia of this country, the brilliant people in the Washington Post and the New York Times and CNN and the absolutely brilliant and esteemed and intrepid journalists at the subsidiary publications which serve as barnacles on the hull of the DNC, heading straight for another iceberg. I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you that they are doing this. It is not possible. It is not possible for it is not possible for them to win. It is not possible for them to win without support from African American and Latino voters. I'm also saying that you have polls that are simply public relations ploys, public relations tools. And these public relations tools do not give you a reflection of reality. They give you a public relations spin. Anthony Andrea! H.A. caught you last 2 nights on patrol. The debate was Larry Holmes versus Ali. What was Grandpa Kirby doing, pulling on the right side of his chest? What was up with his face? You know, I don't know what's going on with that. I will not speculate. And for YouTube, I do not endorse, nor do I condone any discussion about any technological device possibly linked to the current Democratic challenger, which I absolutely do not think at all was anywhere near Botox B. But Lisa Lister, yeah, I mean, he needs a megaphone. Anthony, I think he needs a megaphone. When they try to mute, and 15 minutes in, Anthony, they're going to try to mute his they are going to try to mute his microphone, Trump. And if he does that, then he needs to yell. Because, Anthony, you made a great point. Ali Holmes, Ali Frazier, Ali Foreman, Ali Norton. Ken Norton defeated Ali twice. If that, I think the only person with the best record against Muhammad Ali was Ken Norton. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go into the ring. You can't go into the octagon. You can't go into competition or a contest and complain about a person being mean. Biden literally helped destroy a country in Libya. This man, he literally wrote sentencing guidelines that led to a ratio of 100 to 1 sentencing disparities for two different narcotics that hurt people of color in particular. It's the same narcotic. You talk about supremacy. People who look like Biden were the 100 were the people of color who were arrested or convicted with the same narcotic, just different name. Basically the same narcotic. I don't want to get too into it on the live stream, and so you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where it's like, the supremacy, and then, of course, President Trump yet again condemned racism again. And it's like, you can't go into a contest complaining and saying, well, he's mean. Trump is mean. Trump is loud. He's belligerent. Things were so much better when Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld and President Obama were engaging in NATO interventions that destroyed countries, or sending Americans off to never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. Things were so much better then. That was democracy then, when the crime bill was written. And the left, especially like the way you have left-leaning publications, like Mother Jones and The Nation, these publications used to be a thorn on the left, a thorn on the side in the side of the left. They used to be a pain in the rear end of the Democratic Party. Now they're just, essentially bolstering whatever narrative the Democratic Party has. Anthony, thank you. Quinn Smith. Yeah, there you go with that. Millions and millions from Moscow. Lisa, thank you again, Lisa. Thank you. Millions and millions from Moscow. And it's just, I guess, okay. Oh, he absolutely condemned. He doesn't have to condemn also. You know who has to condemn the supremacists and the racists? Biden. Biden, because they're all voting for him. Because the true racists are the ones who write the crime bill and destroy countries like Libya. Trump didn't. Trump presided over record low black and Latino unemployment. Trump has made permanent $255 million per year, thank God, and it should be more, to historically black colleges and universities. So, it's President Trump that did that, not President Obama. So it's interesting that you have a debate, and he did exactly what I wanted him to do, and now they're going to try to cut his mic. And I don't trust them. Oh, by the way, please, this is extremely important from here on out. This is extremely important. If you want to be part of my newsletter that's coming up, which is basically another notification system, it's going to be a notification system, whether I start another channel and another on Twitch or something else or whatever, or what if I, if the next time I get published, or my live streams on this channel, I'm going to start live streams on H.A. Goodman's other channel. So please, please, please be aware of those live streams as well. And Eric and Luke, I'll email you information on those live streams when I start on H.A. Goodman's other channel. But I want to branch out a tiny bit, and I'm going to create, a network of my viewers. Not a network, really, just a notification system where I can explain, where I can email everyone, when a live stream is up. The live stream is on H.A. Goodman, and perhaps the live stream is going to be on H.A. Goodman's other channel. Perhaps there's going to be a new live stream on another forum. Perhaps there's an upload. Perhaps there's an article of mine that I want everyone to read. My thoughts on something, a given situation, or event. A celebratory email when we win on November 3rd. So it's please tell your friends, tell everybody you know. It's contactgoodman78@gmail.com. Contactgoodman78@gmail.com. So definitely email me, and we can go, and you can go ahead and you'd be part of a newsletter / a system where I can notify people. But ladies and gentlemen, November 3rd is right around the corner, and thank you, Eric H526, thank you. We're going to have a very, very good time. It is going to be a really wonderful time. Lisa Lister, thank you. I know you will be here, Lisa. It's so kind of you, so sweet of you. I know you will be here, Lisa. November 3rd is fast approaching. I don't think, does this make any sense to you? We'll get to the debate in a second, and the fact that they want to help Biden even more with muting a microphone, and even if President Trump says, I'm not going to stand for this, and Biden called a lid today again, so he's not campaigning. The whole thing's a charade. The whole thing's an absolute charade. Does this make any sense to you? This President Joe Biden? Has anyone ever thought that? When Trump was running, and people said, "Oh my God, how could he possibly ever be president?" There were still obviously millions upon millions, and eventually 63 million Americans who voted for President Trump. I want to know who woke up in the past year and said, President Joe Biden. I'm not talking about the people who voted for him in the primary. The Democratic primary was about one thing and one thing only. The Democratic primary, Jay Dillinger, Trump, comes to the next debate with the board. Exactly. Jay, exactly. Absolutely. That is great minds think alike. Jay Dillinger, I have stated that, and I want that to happen. He has to have a giant megaphone, and if it's Biden and he's like, another thing, Sleepy, and he takes it and he goes, another thing, Sleepy Joe. Oh yeah, Moscow. $3 million, 3.5 million, Moscow, huh? He has to. It has to happen. Jay Dillinger, thank you. That has to happen. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. That has to happen. And then, like, the media. Can you believe he took a megaphone? He took a megaphone. Oh my God. The norms. The norms. My God, the norms. The norms have been so trampled upon by Trumpy. I mean, everything. We used to have norms. Now we don't have norms. The Democrats are about norms, personality, image. This longing for a past. Like it's Trump's "Make America Great Again." Then they're like, "Whoa, what do you mean again? It was always great." And then they're like, "Oh my God, look! Remember the days when Bush would lie to us to our face, and President Obama would also lie to us about Libya and servers." And just the media wouldn't even report on Standing Rock and all, Flint water. President Obama drank Flint water. Where were the fact checkers then? Where was the fact checking? Could you imagine if Trump drank Flint water? Super spreader! Trump infected the entire Michigan water system with his orange microbes. Orange microbes from Trump's orange mouth. Infected the entire water system of Michigan. I mean, it wouldn't end. All they have to do, and William R. He's orange. He's the orange menace, William. He's the orange menace. All they have against Trump is they don't like his personality. Because they don't like his personality, he has become worse than you can. This is what is so disingenuous about Democrats and media, Lisa and everybody here. This is what's so disingenuous about the people who can't stand Trump. They are okay with endless wars. They are okay with top secret intelligence on servers, which is you have private servers out. You couldn't even become an employee of Apple or Microsoft or any employee and have your own servers. You couldn't join any corporation and say, "Yeah, I'm just going to have my own servers, fine." That would be impossible. That would be impossible to do. But Madam Secretary, no problem. You couldn't have that. That wouldn't be possible. That would not be possible. But you have President Obama's administration where he engaged in a failed NATO intervention that helped obliterate a country. Then he sent Americans off to regions of the world where we had not sent Americans to, ever. And he kept Americans in perpetual military conflict. President Trump has reversed this. But if you engage in regime change and interventions and you obliterate countries through foreign policy that meant, you meant well, it's okay. It's okay to do. I'm going to say KNARF Cal B. Hello. I can say Narf Cal B. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but thank you so very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. KNARF Cal B. Thank you so very, very much. Greatly appreciated, sir. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Democrats, media, Hollywood, Lisa, and everybody here, they don't like to be annoyed by a personality they find belligerent or uncouth or boorish. They have obsessed over Trump's personality. They have made him a creature. They have turned him into a creature that doesn't exist. This uncivilized, uncultured, uncouth, boorish, belligerent, mean-spirited bully. They look at Trump and they say, oh my God, Bush was good. Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld were good people. Yes, it's true they sent millions of Americans into never-ending military conflict away from their families for the past almost 20 years. And our foreign policy inadvertently, because of the Lincoln Project people, caused unintended chaos and mayhem and the most horrific atrocities. We didn't mean for those things to take place, because after all, we were deposing really bad people. But Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, we can give them a pass. And President Obama, we can give him, he had a fantastic personality, and he made us feel very good. He made us feel noble. He made us feel virtuous. And it's okay that we can't vacation in Libya. Whereas before President Obama, you could vacation in Libya. You could go to Libya. Why don't progressives don't? Apparently, a great many of all the YouTubers don't protest. Where are the protest videos? Where are the videos? Oh, that's right. You're afraid for your life, or you don't really want to be there when the police say please disperse, and there's no dispersal happening. And the opposite's taking place. $1.4 billion in property damage. So where are the people, like, on the left? Where are the Hollywood celebrities? Where's Robert De Niro? Bette Midler? Why aren't they protesting? Oh, that's right, because they're afraid for their lives. If you were an Obama administration official, why don't you go to Libya? And you saved people's lives, correct? President Obama intervened in that country to save people's lives. So people's lives are safe. So go. Document all the good things you've done. Oh, that's right, you can't. Because it's failure after failure. Failure after failure. KNARF Cal B. Thank you so very, very much again. Millard Chilmore. Honestly, felt so good to watch. Exactly. And the whole political machine by extension. Exactly. They deserved it, and it's a real catharsis for his supporters. Oh, my God, you said it better than I could have. You said it, Millard Chilmore, you said it better than I could have. You said it much better than I could have said it. That's exactly how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. And, like, that is exactly how I feel. By extension, he went after everyone who disrespected him. By extension, he went after everyone who tried to set him up and frame him. By extension, what he did was say, okay, you think I'm belligerent and boorish. I'm going to give to you exactly what you've given to me, but I'm going to be overt and honest with it. Because Democrats are like, you worked with Russia. Where's the evidence? There is no evidence. We made it up. But, I mean, really, why are you so mean to us? You're so mean. How dare you? How could you possibly be so mean? I mean, my goodness. My goodness. You are so belligerent towards us. And I don't like the way you're acting. In fact, you're not presidential. They poke this man all the time, like a lion in a cage. They poke and poke and prod and poke and prod and poke and prod. And then they say, oh, he's not presidential. Well, you've spent 4 years trying to demean and disparage and mock him and denigrate him. What do you want him to do? He's not Bernie Sanders. He fights back. And by the way, there are 15 to 20% of Bernie Sanders supporters who will not vote for Biden. They are heading towards a monumental defeat. Miller Chillmore, thank you. You're right. You said it better than I could. John Scully, John. Breaking. Let's see. John, I appreciate that, but I have to remove the. It didn't. There was no testing positive. It was just it's just quarantine. I apologize. I have to remove that because I'm looking right now. I don't see anything on that. It's just a quarantine because of Hope Hicks. So there's no positive test. John, thank you. I apologize, John. I got to remove that, but there was no. It's just because of Hope Hicks. There was no. Brian, I love you, but I gotta remove that also. I apologize, John and Brian, but I don't see anything here about. Oh. Wow. Let's see. Wow. Brian and John, I apologize. My bad. Wow. Okay. First last. Why? I didn't see. Did you send a super chat? First last, thank you. You acting kind of crazy. I don't know why I'm acting. I apologize, Brian and John. I apologize. I didn't see the tweet. Tonight, First Lee and I tested positive. Wow. We'll begin our quarantine. God bless them. They'll be fine. They will be fine. I mean, God bless them. I hope that, And then, of course, you have people, typical bleach. He never, and then you have Biden saying, putting bleach in your arm. He never said that. Yet another. They have to, make things up. Consider resigning to recuperate. Brian, John, I do apologize. First, last, thank you. That's where. Say my name. First, last, thank you. God bless the president. God bless Melania. And I'm sure they're going to be fine. But you see how you see how disrespectful and vile they're telling them to eat, what? This is the thing. They're not going to win with that. This is the thing. The more negativity that you give Trump, you will get back tenfold. They don't get that. Voice of reason. I apologize, Brian and John. I apologize to both of you because I didn't see anything. So John and Brian, you were right and I'm wrong. I apologize. Voice of reason. They wouldn't mind Trump's personality if he was taking their precious, exactly, ending the political ties, exactly. Voice of reason, exactly. So, God bless them. What people don't like, he's not getting any love from the left. He's getting like LMAO, like, you know, like laughing my behind off. I'm getting messages now. Consider resigning to recuperate. Oh, that's so funny. Oh. Like, Democrats have made disliking Trump, contempt for Trump, a part of who they are. You cannot do anything special or beautiful. You cannot win in politics. So winning in politics is it gets nasty. So that's not exactly special or beautiful. But you can't do anything special or beautiful with negative emotions in life. But also you need a certain amount of enthusiasm, hope, positivity, positive emotions to win in politics. You cannot win in politics with such unbridled contempt because of a person's personality. He didn't get us into a recession. That was a response to the pandemic. He didn't get us into never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. That's the Lincoln Project on the left. First, last. This is for your next Red Bull if you're paying retail. First, last, thank you. Voice of reason, you're 100% right. First, last, thank you. I didn't realize it was the Beyonce song. First, last, thank you. Big Chris! Bo Jackson was the man. Watching him play was devastating when he got injured. How do I think the Raiders in Vegas are going to get along? Very well. Very, very well. We lost to the Patriots. Defense has to tighten up a bit. They'll get there. The offense is Super Bowl ready, I think. I think that offense is Super Bowl ready. I think that defense has a lot of talent and can do good things. But, I mean, they might be a year away. Who knows? Big Chris, thank you. Voice of Reason, thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you. You know, it's interesting, too, because Trump supporters haven't used words like dangerous. Like, Biden is not even thought of as being competent enough to be dangerous or a threat to democracy or a threat to the republic or, despicable or, all the things they use for Trump. God bless President Trump. God bless his wife, the First Lady, Melania. God bless their family. Every single bad thing that you say about Trump, your political side will experience exponentially worse. And November 3rd's right around the corner, Democrats. Right around the corner. So you can try to, when his brother passed away, you were vile and despicable. Now he tested positive. You're vile. You're even more apoplectic and seething and fuming and vile and despicable. And most of the lives lost have been in blue states. This is a fact according to the New York Times. And then you have people like all happy and with memes and emojis about them being happy. It's like, the pandemic wasn't Trump's fault. And they're talking about bleach. This is the media hyping things up, hyping a narrative, a story that doesn't exist. So, look, oh my God, the venom and vitriol from the left is like unbelievable. It's like unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And they're not going to let's put it this way. When they lose again in November, just 30 days from now, about 33, 34 days from now, they're going to expect some support. I don't know what they'll expect. But it won't be the Trump supporters. It won't be like people like me or you. Like, sure, we'll say we told you so, and we'll party, and we'll enjoy it. But we'll enjoy it because we have 4 more years of the best president of my lifetime, 1,000,000 times better than Bush, 1,000,000,000,000 times better than Bush, and 1,000,000 times better than President Obama. Trump is what I thought Bernie 2016 would be. A person who reversed U.S. foreign policy, a person who helps foster diplomatic relationships, Israel, UAE, Bahrain, Serbia, Kosovo. Richard Grenell was talking about the importance of Serbia and Kosovo and the diplomatic ties and how, because the media is like, so what? You're talking about people in their 30s, early 30s, late 20s, who put a premium on personality and image. Like, I didn't care about what people thought of me when I was the biggest Bernie bro on the internet. Like, I was the biggest Bernie bro. I didn't care what people thought of me. And on the left, that was not a fun, like a cool or accepted thing. The accepted thing was to just fall in line and vote Hillary. And I said, nope, not going to do it. That was not accepted. I got hit pieces from the Daily Beast, Raw Story, all these people, because they're apoplectic and seething. Then they say, well, Trump is mean and belligerent. They are infinitely more vile than Trump, than they claim, than anything they imagine Trump to be. Could you imagine if a Democrat tested positive and it was Trump supporters saying, yay, it would be all over the news. Oh my God, the far right. Oh my God. Could you believe what they're doing? Could you believe what they're doing? And it's like, now I'm a Trump supporter, and it's not like, oh, like, it's the most, supporting the president is the most accepted thing. Because the media, Hollywood, if you are out there supporting President Trump, you're doing so because you don't give a you-know-what people think of you. And you're doing so because he's a fantastic president. And you're doing so because you have... You don't want to be part of the in crowd. I don't want to be part. If this is a high school, I'm looking at all the cool kids, and I'm saying, not only do I not care what you think of me, I don't even want to be part of you, because I know what's cool and fun and awesome and great, and I don't need your approval for anything. And that's what the negativity, the vitriol, the venom, the contempt, the vile, irrational, despicable nonsense that they're leveling at Trump now. They're so happy because he tested positive. Well, he's still going to win. So November 3rd is going to happen. Then what are you going to do? Because Biden has never been thought of as a presidential candidate, and he'll be replaced eventually by Clinton. You watch. And if he's not, Biden loses. They don't even get close enough to cheat. There isn't even enough grassroots support for them to get close enough so that they could cheat in the end. But it's really interesting because you look at, ladies and gentlemen, You look at the way the discourse is not okay. Trump's America is the people who run, like, the media itself, Hollywood, the intelligentsia, Democrats, people who lost the election, having a temper tantrum for 4 years, setting up and framing Trump, accusing him of things he never said, making absurd correlations and the most irrational leaps of logic you've ever seen in your life. And then, after they've poked and prodded and set Trump, and demeaned and disparaged Trump, his family, even to the point where his brother passes away, and they're vile and insidious, and even to the point where he and his wife test positive for a pandemic that they have endlessly talked about with reverence, except when it comes to President Trump. It's like they are the ones who have tried to destroy decorum or norms. They're the ones. It's not Trump. Old school dad, man. Okay, positive test. Now what? Shut down the world economy for 10 years. Let's say vax is produced. Maybe he just wants. No, I just think that, okay, old school dad, man, I think he just tested positive. Okay. So he tested positive. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He will be fine. And old school dad, man, he'll be fine. Melania will be fine. Brandon Wolf, Brandon! Tired when Trump attacks group support, just when he says, also, Rona strikes me 2020. Son of the chain, 2020 for life. Brandon Wolf, thank you. President Trump, in my view, exactly, Karen. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Greatly appreciated. President Trump and Melania are going to be fine. President Trump is in an age range where he has to take care of himself, but he's not putting a lid on his campaign every day. So the person who they're like petrified. They are petrified that this man, there's petrified that he opens his mouth, Biden. So you're talking about President Trump. President Trump, it works hard. President Trump probably doesn't get the sleep and the constant care and attention that Biden gets. Biden's like cultivating like one of those like bonsai trees. He's like constantly like given the most, like given the most supple and poignant and careful care and attention to this man. But Biden is like they like stitched him up and like it's almost like Frankenstein. Like it's like the political Frankenstein. Biden is. Brandon, thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you. So Pete Solano on here. Pete Solano. I can't speculate on that. I don't think that's what happened, but with Biden, I don't put anything past them in terms of cheating. I actually don't think that happened. Pete Solano. But I mean, look, they're trying to they're propping Biden up for a reason. He's going to get replaced eventually. And I know it could be a week before. Who knows? Who cares? Pete, thank you. Madam Secretary will be on that ballot. And if she's not, then it's the most important part of the H.A. Goodman prophecy, which is that Trump goes 8 years. Pete, thank you so very much. Thank you, Pete. Vincent, he'll be fine. Now he will travel with the sympathy of America. Exactly. Exactly. Vincent, exactly. Vincent, exactly. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. You know, I think that I think, ladies and gentlemen, that I think that what he what he did, ladies and gentlemen, the past 4 years can't be erased by the apoplectic negativity of Democrats. Democrats are not going to win on November 3rd. Now it's just a matter of what are they going to do when they lose again. This is probably going to be a very frightening, not truly frightening scenario. It'll be frightening in two ways. One, we have no idea how they're going to be. They're going to dismantle. They're going to break apart into a bunch of pieces, and we have no idea what they'll try to level at Trump or Trump supporters. So it'll be twofold. They will lose. Just 1 second. They are they truly think they're going to win. They're not going to win. They truly think that they are going to have this return of Democratic Party dominance. They're not. If you take away Twitter from them, they don't have any means of communicating any policies, any value system, any ideology. They live on that one platform. That one platform it literally exists to prop up. It literally exists to prop up the Democratic Party. That one platform. And it's not even Facebook. It's not Instagram. YouTube is like pretty much truly dominated by, it's really dominated by independent voters / people who either support President Trump or you might not think that's true, but I mean, you could look at MSNBC, CNN right now. You could look at like you're seeing a lot of there's one, oh my god, this is one video, hilarious video that it's like it was like a CBS or GOP efforts to turn Sanders supporters off of Biden don't appear to be working. This is a CBS News video. It's 2.1 thousand downvotes and 1,000 upvotes. Like, he lost Bernie Sanders supporters because he disrespected Bernie Sanders. So you have people who are like, I don't like Trump, but you know what? I'm not going to do this again. So they're actually showing a spine. which is really hilarious because you have Democrats that that think that everyone's just going to fall in line again, but that's not true. Insta Patriot, I would love that to happen. I don't think that would happen. I wish that would happen, Insta Patriot. I wish that would happen. Brandon, I need a profanity alert. Yes, YouTube has a lot of independent voices. Man, tomorrow is going to be a kind of day. 2020 never ends. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. If anything, Brandon and everybody here, Lisa Lister, it helps President Trump. This helps President Trump more than anything else. More than anything else, it helps President Trump. So, more than anything else, it helps President Trump. And, you know, I just think that he's going to be fine, thank God. Melania's going to be fine, thank God. I just think that the more negative you are, like they try to, the Democratic Party's mentality is like I know the liberal mentality. They're like they fancy themselves bunny rabbits and like unicorns and bunny rabbits with like fangs and they want to be like tough but good and tough and strong and nasty and vile but idealistic, and they're doing it for the good. That's why you have people on the far left setting police buildings ablaze because they think they can get away with anything and do anything because that's what happens when you have far left. Notice like media has never used the term far left, not even when describing the people who are actually throwing horrible devices, incendiary devices at buildings, at police officers. So you have President Trump testing positive tonight, and you have only the most vile, nasty, mean, and they think that it helps. It doesn't help. Negativity. See, they look at Trump and they're like, oh my God, he's so negative. No, he has policies and he presents himself in a manner that isn't politically correct. So to you, he is the definition of a monster. But most people on the planet don't speak in a manner that Democrats would or the left would condone. Most people just speak their minds. And if it's crude or if it's rude, generally, if you speak your mind and you don't have, negativity in your heart, it's okay. It's fine. It's actually better than if you just try to pretend that you were so lofty and good and, righteous. Old school dad, man. May God help Trump, but cosmic. May help Trump, but won't help Cosmic or other business owners shut down, losing everything. Oh, I agree with you, old school dad, man. Yeah, I don't want the country, shut down. I agree with you. Old school dad, man. I agree with you 100%. John Scaley, this is Trump's Willis Reed moment. That's right. Willis Reed moment. That would be exactly. Knicks. That's right. Great analogy. John Scaley. Exactly. I mean, he's coming in, baby. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. This only helps President Trump because he's going to survive. He's not only will he survive and be fine, and Melania will survive and be fine, but he will. They can never say that he didn't take it seriously because he had it, and they can never say. And then if he gets through it, they can say, okay, well, here's a man who. A leader of a country who lived it, and the vile nastiness. This is the thing. If you try to curse someone, you're going to get tenfold that type of negative vibrations and karma. You try to demean somebody because, notice, I don't demean. I don't really, I talk about their actions, but I don't say that they're a threat to democracy. They're horrible people. They're an embarrassment. That type of thing I don't do, because I don't even think that highly of them. I don't think enough of Democrats to say that they're a danger, that they're despicable, that they're, all of these statements, you're really invested in the venom when you go into that kind of, oh my God, Trump is vile. I never said Clinton or anyone on the Democrat was vile. I look at their actions and I say, okay, this is nasty and disgusting. So, but they make things up about Trump. Well, he said both sides. No, he didn't. That's a lie. That's a hoax. That's a myth. He worked with Russia. No, he didn't. He said something about fallen Americans. No, he didn't. Can you find something you don't like about Trump that's actually rooted in fact? Well, it's his fault, the pandemic. No, it's not. So, I want to find something that Trump did where it's where it's he caused this recession. He caused this war. He caused, I can't find anything that he actually, that's attributed to his actions. I'm sure, look, he hasn't been perfect. Of course, there are about 2 or 3 things I could look at and say, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. His administration shouldn't have done that. The family separation, I do oppose. But he addressed that with an executive order. It's not so I oppose that and I think that was wrong, but he addressed that issue. But I'm talking about he didn't destroy a country. That was the Democratic Party. He didn't destroy numerous countries. That was Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld and the Democratic Party. So, Pete Solano. Angie, do you think the debate last night, the Democrats planned? No, I don't think so. I think that he just works hard. Biden has a lid today. He's like Punxsutawney Phil. He goes out, sees his. Oh, here we go. Somebody, I don't wear masks. Every time you see Biden's got a mask. That's not, again, there's no evidence that Trump, because he said that, got, and it's it's unbelievable too. It's okay, you have videos of left-leaning protesters not wearing protective equipment. You have spikes right after protests, and media and Democrats are completely oblivious to reality. They are the biggest hypocrites. You have Nancy Pelosi taking off hers at a salon. Is it completely the biggest hypocrites on the planet? Cosmic Grandpa, God bless you. Thank you. I don't know exactly know what I know the people. I'm looking at something. Cosmic Grandpa, God bless you. I don't exactly know what is being talked about, but God bless you. Revco, this will flip the script and change the news cycle. It will make people see him more favorably and get him more support from his base. Exactly. Revco, exactly. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. 100%. It's very difficult. So, I mean, it's going to be very, very difficult to, it'll be very, very difficult to, it'll be very difficult to vilify him. You won't be able to vilify this man. So, you will not be able to vilify this man. So that's the thing. You won't be able to vilify this man. And you won't be able to see Democrats. What they do is they get like this kind of momentum from despising Trump. So it's very difficult to go after. You can't blame him for the pandemic. Yet he's trying to survive the pandemic. They already had no enthusiasm for Biden. So now, with this, it's like, with this, it's like, they won't know what to do. In fact, their strategy against Trump is totally backfiring and will continue to backfire. So, and I agree with you. Revco. I agree with you. Pete Solano. H.A. Trump was tested before the debate, so he had to have the debate. My theory is to... I mean, Pete, he could have been tested and been, I don't know. I think that, I think that it's something that, is impossible to truly, I think that it's something that's impossible to truly find out how it happened. But, of course, they'll try to say, oh, you mitigated it, you didn't. I mean, it's so lame. The cities run by Democrats are doing the worst. Pete, thank you. Brandon! President just put out a statement saying he is. Okay. All right, you have to look at that. Okay. That's not even. Okay, that's what we're doing. So thank God it's going to be less of an issue. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of taken aback by the news, but I know that he's going to be okay and fine. Everyone pray for the president and his family and his wife Melania. First, last. How long till Biden makes a statement? I report these imposters on Twitter. Oh, thank you. First, last. Thank you. I appreciate that. First, last. Very much. Very much. First, last. Brandon. Thank you. Lisa Lister. Thank you so very, 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 very much. Stay safe, everybody. God bless you. And, all I can say is, I'm definitely going to be praying for President Trump, his wife, his family, and every negative thing they say about Trump is just going to hurt their political side. They have no enthusiasm. They cheat. They cheated Bernie Sanders in 2016 and 2020. They blamed Russia for losing. They're the biggest xenophobes on the planet. The true racists are on the left. And when you look at the 100-to-1 sentencing disparities that Biden pushed through, or the innocent man that Kamala Harris, Jamal Trulove, that Kamala Harris's prosecutors sentenced, where he lost years of his life. I mean, this is the systemic issues are Democrats that cause these systemic issues. President Trump signed prison reform. The left is hilarious. They're like, oh, he's a despot. Now, how many despots do you know signed prison reform? And sign an executive order combating anti-Semitism. And the definition of that word, utilizing not only a reputable organization's definition, the organization's definition. I can't even, IHRA. Les Washington. Thank you, Les. Les Washington, thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you. Everyone here, I'll start doing live streams on H.A. Goodman's other channel. So that'll happen probably late October, early November as well. I'll probably do like a live stream after these live streams on that channel. So I'll step things up. Running out of steam right now. A little bit kind of hit by the news that President Trump has the pandemic, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He and his wife will be fine, and God bless him. Give me your thoughts below. And he never downplayed anything. See, that's the media does. In January, he addressed the issue, and it was New York's governor on March 1st who said, the risk remains low for the people of New York. There's no need for undue anxiety. And then New York became the epicenter on the planet, and all run by Democrats. Yet Schumer and everyone else, de Blasio, they all circumvent the media tirade. Give me your thoughts below. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody. God bless the president. God bless Melania. Every negative thing, every negative word said about President Trump, the Democratic Party will experience an exponential reaction or consequence, especially on November 3rd when they lose and Trump goes 8 years. Give me your thoughts. God bless you. Subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Lisa Lister, thank you so very, very, very much. You're absolutely wonderful, Lisa. Thank you. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right now. Thanks, everybody. First, last is a form of... Okay. Isaac, thank you. First, last, thank you. Okay, I saw that. That's right. Lisa Lister, thank you. First, last, thank you. Everyone here, thank you. Lisa, thank you again. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Contact goodman78@gmail.com. Email me to be part of a newsletter. Thank you.